Hello, my name is Thad Hall of Forest Marsh Group, and today we're going to talk about Section E of the Election Administration and Voting Survey. Section E covers provisional ballots, and before we begin, it will be helpful for you to have two documents. First, a copy of the Election Administration and Voting Survey instrument, and a copy of the Supplemental Instruction Manual that goes along with the survey instrument. So what is in Section E? Section E covers three aspects of provisional voting. First, the total number of provisional ballots cast in your jurisdiction. Second, the total number of provisional ballots that were fully counted, partially counted, and rejected. And third, the reason why provisional ballots were rejected. Who is a provisional voter? Under the Help America Vote Act, an individual who declares that he or she is registered to vote in a jurisdiction where they desire to vote, and they think that they're eligible to vote in the election, but either their name does not appear in the official list of eligible voters for the polling place, or an election official asserts that the individual is not eligible to vote. This last point comes up most often in states that have voter identification laws and the voter does not bring the appropriate identification to the polling place. What is a provisional ballot? It's the ballot used to record a vote when there is some question regarding the eligibility of the voter. And once cast, provisional ballots are kept separate from other ballots and are not tabulated until the eligibility of the voter is confirmed. So question E1A is asking for the total number of provisional ballots that were submitted. This includes all provisional ballots, regardless of whether they were counted or rejected. If your state is exempt from the provisional ballot requirements of HAVA and it does not offer provisional ballots, check the Data Not Available box. So questions E1B, E1C, and E1D are asking about how many provisional ballots were counted in full, how many provisional ballots were partially counted, and how many provisional ballots were rejected. The difference between the fully counted and partially counted ballots generally has to do with whether or not the voter actually cast the provisional ballot in their correct precinct, or if they voted out of precinct and voted on races for which they weren't eligible. In those cases, provisional ballots are sometimes partially counted. One key thing to note here is that questions E1B, E1C, and E1D, and if you have any extra items that you're recording in E1E, those four items should equal E1A, which is the total number of provisional ballots cast. Finally, with question E2, you'll be reporting the reason why each provisional ballot was rejected and not counted. The most common reason for rejection are: 1, voters voted in the wrong jurisdiction. 2, they were not registered to vote in the first place. 3, they were voting in the wrong precinct. Or 4, they lacked sufficient identification. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Most questions about the EAVS can be answered using the Supplemental Instruction Manual. However, if you need additional assistance, please do not hesitate to contact us at EAVS@forestmarshgroup.com. If you email us there, somebody will be back with you within 24 hours to answer any questions that you have. Thank you, and we appreciate your time.